hoping to fix up this house I got
Hmm.
so I could have a nice art studio in there because I have a degree in art and I love it and I love making things and stuff. But this house I bought has so many problems. I don't even know if I'm gonna start putting all my retirement money in it. So
Where is your house?
up on a hill in Iron Mountain.
I'm a handyman.
Mm,
I am a handyman. I can help, probably.
mm.
Yeah. And that's good investment, I think. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I'm here for 4 days. I'm very heavily considering to buy a house,
Yeah.
to fix it and to rent it as a Airbnb.
Mm.
I'm thinking.
A lot of people are doing that now.
I asked a lot of people that, some business people, and the business people told me, not good to invest here. And I was like, why? I see so much potential. But the business people told me, go to, they pointed east in some peninsula, I forgot the name, it's around,
Garden Peninsula? Is it Garden Peninsula?
no, it's a specific area, it's very expensive, they say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what is it, it's like on the lake, one of the,
Yeah. Anything on the lakes can be very expensive.
yeah.
Yeah. Here, if you're up in the woods near all the lakes, little lakes that are around here, it's less expensive.
I think the woods are the future of tourism. In my opinion, that would be very fancy now too.
Well,
People, just my opinion, I come from the big city, New York City.
oh yeah, you gotta
People
get out
are
of there.
so fed up,
Yeah.
so fed up with this bullshit.
I
And
can
they-
remember going there a couple times and I thought, wow, the largest outdoor insane asylum in the world. And it's gotten worse from what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Now
might
people
happen.
are going back to country. I think that would be the future of America. Remote jobs,
I guess they parked their
living off the land. This will be the new things. I see it already. It's
Well,
happening.
people here know how to live with what's here, and my family, we were 5 kids and a poor miner, you know, and he was always laid off, and then when they decided to shut it down, you know, the mines, and it was like, we lived on everything that jumped around in the woods, and we, you know, hunted, we fished. Even in winter, I was pulling big old, you know, pipe
When
out
the
of
mines closed, when they closed.
They finally closed in, the last one was in '68, I think.
Wow,
Just-
they're a long time.
Yeah. And there was some remote ones like over here, you can kind of see a hill that way. That one was more of an open pit, and my dad worked there for the last bit of his working time. And, yeah,
Just mining, tough job. Very tough job, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, he kind of wore himself out, poor dude, he was a small guy, but he did his best. And then, yeah, all we did was hunt it as a family, hunt, fish, forage for berries and mushrooms and anything else that wasn't nailed down.
There's plenty here.
Yeah, and we trade with the farmers, with the wild stuff to the farmers so we could get potatoes and all kinds of stuff.
This is a good life. I call this the good life.
Yeah, you got very free back then. You could run anywhere, all the kids would just run on
I
their
lived
bikes
in-
all the way to the lake and back, and, yeah.
I lived in New York City since 2001 till 2020.
Ooh, that's a
Three.
lot, that's a lot of years.
You get caught up with the bullshit very quickly. I can tell you that.
Yeah, either you get run over. I mean, it's like, I'm walking in, you know, it's like, yeah, right. It's, one panhandler come up to me, now I'm not gonna touch you. And I looked him straight in the face, I walked right up to him and I said, you're darn tootin', you're not gonna touch me. Like, I'll rip something off you, you know. He backed off, old fellow with a cane had been dancing on the sidewalk, he started poking the guy, I was like, this is a crazy ass place.
Yeah. Crazies
It's
are there.
crazier than crazy. I think any crazy that ever lived in this country lives there now.
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's too crowded and too crazy, too dirty. I lived in northern New Jersey for a bit, and that was like,
Yeah? Which
Yeah.
town? Which town?
Monmouth,
Mammoth?
near Fort Monmouth there.
Hmm.
Madawan,
Never
Asbury
heard
Park,
of this.
in that area.
I live in North Jersey now. We
Just
moved.
south of Asbury Park.
I'm new there too.
Yeah.
I live in Vernon.
Mm.
Vernon Township. Close to, it's on the border of New York State and New Jersey State, about 60 miles
Yeah.
of the city.
Yeah, house down there, right on the shore. One of my best friends in service, her name was, or she was from, Wanacue, up near the Poconos, I guess it is. I'm not quite sure.
Pocono, yes,
Yeah.
I know that area.
But yeah, it's, I'm glad I got to see as much as I did, and I've climbed the Alps and
The Alps?
seen crazy stuff, and yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot of things, and been a lot of places. And tore up London a couple times. Yeah, it just, you know, you just go out and you see what's there. And when I came back, I finished up my education, and down in Southwest Michigan. That's a pretty place too. It's all rolling vineyards and fruit farms and all the way to the lake. Beautiful. That's a beautiful area. Ooh.
I can tell you something
Mm.
interesting. There are people in this world.
Yeah.
They live in 170th Street to 185th Street in Manhattan, New York City.
Mm-hmm.
These people never live their
Anywhere else.
block.
No.
They didn't even go to the neighbor
No.
Queens
they-
or Brooklyn.
They don't go over here because there's people not like them right here. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? That happens here too. Certain
There are
ones in some of
people-
these towns.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the wrong place. You know. It's like, okay.
There are people that never left their block. They don't
Yeah.
even know what Midtown, which is like 5 miles down. They don't. They just live in that 7 block radius.
And it never occurs to them to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These are the Dominicans I'm talking. Dominicans in Manhattan.
Oh.
Now, in Coney Island, there's Russian community.
Yeah.
These people never, they came here 30, 40 years, they speak Russian.
Mhm.
They only, everything is Russian in the stores. They never moved out of Coney Island. They occasionally will go to Manhattan once a year.
Well, that's kind of the history of New York, where they all like settled in enclaves, and then later on, during the late '50s, early '60s, people started getting together more. But yeah, it was like you just didn't cross the line. It was weird.
Yep.
That's how they did. They just all herded up in one little hole there, and that's where they stayed.
People are very local.
Yeah.
Some of the people of this
Oh.
world, very local. They don't want to move around. They don't want to get out of their hometown.
No, and they don't like other people's ideas if they've been anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, where did you come up with that? It's like, okay, fine.
I had a friend from my country who came here. He couldn't take it. It's too much. It's too hot. It's too this, and he went back to
Well, to
my
go to New
country.
York first,
Yeah.
there's so much of this country that's just open. I love this. At least we have trees here. I don't like it out west because there's no trees. I mean, I visited my cousin up in Idaho and stuff like that, and just scrub brush and pine trees for miles. It's like, rocks. You
Mhm.
like rocks? It's good. Yeah.
Very good here.
Yeah. So what are you filming here today?
I have a traveling vlog.
Oh, you do? Good.
Yeah, I go around and I televise anything I see around.
Yeah?
Talking to people sometimes,
Uh-huh.
reflecting on certain
That's cool.
ideas.
See, I've
design.
always ever just traveled and then just got to know the people right there, and I was always in with the people.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I can
But I
break
never filmed anything.
I can break ice very quickly with people. They somehow.
Yeah, I've never had any problem
Response-
either. And I'm a little person, so I'm non-threatening, so I can look at anybody. It's great. Even young kids, they'll say, "Wow, this lady's talking to me like a real person." Cool.
I learned this in the streets of New York because
Yes.
I had a business that was supposed to do that. We were supposed to sell
Mhm.
photographs to tourists, so I had to train
Oh
myself.
yeah.
Hey guys, excuse me, would you like to take a photo? Blah blah blah. You just have to be very
Out there, yeah.
out there, yeah. Otherwise, you would not survive in this business. If you're not out there,
I like
that's
my privacy. I like quiet time by myself, but I like to be out with people too.
it. Good.
Yesterday we had a huge church picnic and there was kids running everywhere and it was great. We had a great time.
I would say get a iPhone or a camera of some sort
I
and
did have
start.
an iPhone, it got compromised, then I got another iPhone, it got compromised and wrecked. The last one I had, they had gotten in on my actual flashlight app, the tech guy told me. But I'm kind of a mark, like
I'm suggesting for you to start a video vlog as me. And I tell this to anyone I meet, hey, you should have a vlog. Everyone should have a vlog, kind of.
I've got some stuff I put up in the cloud, and I don't care whoever
Yeah,
sees it ever.
one of the reasons is I'm doing it for my own personal history, just to be able
Yeah,
to see what was like 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
yeah.
This technology has never been available before. You know, it was all
Yeah.
paper and albums, and most of the memories are faded. But now you can televise yourself non-stop. In
I
10
don't have a
years,
lot
you
of
can
memories that are faded. I have this memory thing. I can see people walking in. If I want, I can be there and see people walking. If you hear the sound of the German or the French or something, as they're walking by and talking, I can see. I got smell-o-vision. I mean, I know what it smelled like. I ever got a recorder in my head. My dad said, "How long can you remember stuff back?" And I said, "Well, I remember." He said, "What's your first memory?" I can remember being at Grandma and Grandpa's house, and I described the room as I went around and what kind of furniture it had and where everybody was sitting, and he goes, "You
Wow.
just described the furniture they had before they got the new ones, and you must have been only a year and a half." A very visual, very recording in my own mind. It doesn't help me show it to anybody else, but it's there. I haven't lost
That's a
it.
gift, I guess. It's
Yeah.
a big gift.
Now today, to remember somebody's name, oh, that's difficult at this age. Sometimes it just, if you don't ask twice, you forget, you know. But yeah. Yeah, what is your name again?
Ivan.
Ivan.